Hello everybody, welcome back to Masked Pundit TV, and now in today's video I am going to be giving my predictions for every single Premier League game for game week 16. So let's get straight into it. Right, first of all we have Chelsea versus Everton. Now, Chelsea, just at the answer in the Champions League, they're having a weird season. They're going on good winning runs and they're going on losing streaks. They are all over the place at the minute, Chelsea. Everton, now I said recently, for some reason it felt like they've been worse than they have. I said recently that they were in poor form, but they're actually, top half of the table. I don't know why, so I do owe an apology to Everton fans, and I should have done my research more, but it felt like they were in really poor form for some reason. Um, I'm going to say a 1-1 draw here. I feel like a 1-1 draw is I can just see a 1-1 draw happening there. I wouldn't be surprised either way. Wouldn't be surprised if Everton get the win. Obviously, we saw them beat Man United at Old Trafford. Wouldn't be surprised if Chelsea win either. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm gonna say a 1-1 draw. Right, next up we have Liverpool versus Brighton. Okay, Brighton just coming off the draw with West Ham. They've had some mental games. They had the 4-3 loss against Aston Villa. Liverpool coming off the win against Inter Milan in the Champions League. Now, was that the turning point? They played a different system. They played like a 4-4-2 diamond formation. The Salah situation, God knows what's going on there. This is back at Anfield now for Liverpool. Can they back up that win against Inter? If they win here, you could start saying, okay, maybe they're back. They can get some form together. I'm going to say 2-1 win to Liverpool. I think they'll get a late winner. But again, it doesn't matter how you do it, just as long as you get the 3 points, that's all that matters. So they'll be happy with that. Next up, we have Burnley versus Fulham. Okay. Fulham down a bit at the bottom half of the table a little bit. They're starting to get better results though. So, they're starting to pick it up. Burnley, they desperately need points before they get dragged into a proper, fight that they can't fight back from. It's at Burnley. I'm going to back Burnley. I'm going to back Burnley to get a point. I'm going to say another 1-1 draw here. I can see a draw happening. And that's a decent point. Decent point for both teams, realistically. Arsenal versus Wolves, you have to wait until you see my preview for that one. Right, next up, Palace versus Man City. Okay. Palace just played in the Europa League or Conference League. I think Conference League, I believe it is, isn't it? Yes, Conference League. Man City just beat Real Madrid in the Champions League. Hopefully, Man City, that could have taken a lot out of them. It was an intense game. But Crystal Palace seem to always drop points. Just coming back from Europe, obviously, where they're a bit fatigued, but they made a lot of rotations away from home. I want Palace to get something here, obviously being an Arsenal fan. But we've got, it shouldn't come down to that. We just need to do our job in it, you know what I mean? But I'm going to say a 2-3-1 win. I'm going to say a 3-1 win to Man City away from home. Yeah, I changed my prediction last minute. That's dangerous. You know what they say about last minute? When you change your mind, you get your predictions wrong. So, yeah, but I'm going to do it. 3-1 Man City. Next up, one I'm really, really looking forward to here. Sunderland versus Newcastle. One of the biggest rivalries in English football. This for me is right up there with the North London derby, Manchester derby, Merseyside derby. This is right up there. I'm really looking forward to this game. First one in a while as well. Oh man, Sunderland. They're both in similar parts of the table as well. Sunderland flying this season. Newcastle picking up form. I think they just had a draw against the Everton, didn't they? Newcastle. I'm going to say. I don't want to say another 1-1 draw, but I think I'm going to. Yeah, go on, another 1-1. No, 2-2 draw. I'll change my mind again. Here we go. We're proper flipping the script here. A 2-2 draw. It's a dub. Yeah, I'm really excited for this game. I'll say a 2-2 draw, though. Okay, next up we have Nottingham Forest versus Spurs. Okay, Forest versus Spurs. Spurs, I think they just beat, was it Slavia Prague in the Champions League? Forest had a good win as well in Europe. I think it's going to be a difficult game for Tottenham. I do think it'll be a difficult game. They got the win against Brentford as well recently. Tottenham. It's at Forest. 1-0 win to Spurs. 1-0 win to Spurs. I don't know. I just feel like whenever Thomas Frank's under pressure, you know, he'll pick up a bit of form, you know, and then go back to being, you know, poor again. But yeah, I think a 1-0 win to Spurs away from home, that's a very good result. Okay, West Ham versus Aston Villa. Okay, Aston Villa are absolutely flying. They might be in a title race, you know, at this point. I mean, it's crazy. I don't know, they are absolutely flying. West Ham look better under Nuno, still need to pick up results though. Still in the relegation zone, especially whilst Leeds are picking up form. It's at West Ham. I just can't look past Villa, but this Villa super team's something else. Unai Emery is on something over there. I'm going to say a 2-0 win away from home for Aston Villa. Okay, Brentford versus Leeds. Right. Brentford are good at home. Leeds picking up form. Don't want to say another 1-1 draw. I'll back Brentford to win 2-1. A 2-1 win for Brentford at home. Yeah. I would say it's between that and a 1-1 draw. I don't want to say another 1-1 draw. So I'll say a 2-1 win for Brentford. And then final game is Manchester United versus Bournemouth. Man United, good result against Wolves as expected. They should be doing that, but you know, still, you just only beat who's in front of you, so fair play to them. Bournemouth starting to drop off a bit. They're getting found out. I think they drew with Everton recently, didn't they? You know, but they had an amazing start to the season. Now they're starting to hit a rough patch. I'm gonna say this might be a surprise to some people. I'm gonna say a 3-0 win to Man United. I don't know if people expect Man United to win that one-sidedly, if win it at all, but I don't know. I'm weird feeling. 3-0 win to Man United. Again, whenever Amrim's under pressure, he pulls the result out. He did that against Wolves. You know, do that against Bournemouth. His job's safe again, and then maybe he drops off in form. I don't know, but yeah, weird feeling. 3-0 win to Manchester United. But anyway, that's it for this video. I do hope you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, all that good stuff is all truly greatly appreciated. Hope you enjoy the football tomorrow, and yeah, see you around.